December 30th, checking in with everybody. Truth between lines. I wanted to kind of get all this kind of things going forward with the end of the 2025, looking to 2026. It's one of those things where, you got goals, you got all kinds of good stuff going forward. I want to hear about it. And our chat's been going really well lately. We've had a lot of good people coming on, talking a lot of things about around the world. We've had people from UK, Sweden, Germany, New Zealand was on there. Yemen was on there. We've had some fantastic conversations. So I'm hoping that tonight we get the same kind of crowd. Every now and then, of course, we'll get some troll who just decides that, hey, this is the fun part to make fun of people or make fun of me or add some stupid thing they want me to say, which to a certain degree, I'm hoping that we actually can catch that. So that's what we're looking at on doing that one. But I'll give it a minute or two to come in and then we can get going on this whole thing. But a lot of topics are happening. A lot of questions I have, whether or not you have heard about it. Wondering, if blue states are keeping prices high, as far as I know, gas, obviously gasoline, and then just other items with minimum wage being high. We want to talk about that. Seems like on my Facebook feed, you can follow Truth Between Lines on Facebook as well. A lot of the ones I'm not soliciting are like completely occupied Democrats and just different things that they're shoving at me. And it's weird because with all the things I say, do, and watch, it has nothing to do with anything Democratic and, for that matter, for the Democrats, but I still see it. It still pops up on everything. And it's one of those things. So, hey, Cicero Peep, what's up, buddy? Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it, man. Are you on here like all the time, like YouTube all the time? Because I know you're doing a bunch of stuff. So, but anyway, I appreciate you liking my videos. Make sure you watch all the videos all the way through. That way I get credit for the whole thing. But I do appreciate you at least saying hi and liking the post. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you never know. Hopefully you're learning something, from the videos that I'm putting out. And I always put that they're not kid friendly, but overall they try to be, and that is it. So anyway, Cicero People, I have you on here. Make sure you put the thumbs up for the like. I do appreciate that. Anyway, what else you got going on? Anything else good? Is everything good over there? Push that down. Push that down. Here we go. So I don't know if there's a delay or not on there. Hey, I got you. Hi, and hey, I got you. You got to spell better than that. So I know you're only 9 years old, but anyway, lot going on. I want to save some of the stuff for later into the chat. I figure we're going to go maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. We'll see what happens. We've had some interesting discussions. You guys have any interest in American pop declining and the Asian pop coming forward? Dave, is it figure out yet? I do talk politics. That's my main thing I talk about, but we are more than welcome to talk about anything you want to. We had a huge topic about football, which was funny. This morning, I was talking to somebody about football, and I'm talking football, like NFL, National Football League, the Patriots, Chiefs, and this guy's talking about soccer. And I was like, oh, we had a hold for like 30 seconds. We were wrong. Do you know the country Finland? Do I know it? I mean, I know where it's at. I've never been there. So brilliant. Welcome to the chat. Are you from Finland? I mean, other than what, Vikings, that's about all I really know about Finland. Next to Sweden. What do you call? You're not Finnish. What do you call that? Oh, yeah, murdered Charlie Kirk. The hard thing here, I'll give you a real quick thing. Up in the corner there, that's my cutout of Charlie Kirk up there. I got his book right here, college one, the white one. I'd rather not talk about Charlie Kirk because I get kind of emotional on that one. So that's a little rough for me. I'm just saying. And I did, actually, if you watch some of my videos in the YouTube, watch some of the videos from the channel, Truth Between Lines, because a lot of that is, I do talk about him. The other day, he was assassinated. I talk about that. I talk about his memory, that kind of thing. So take a look at that and see that. It's sad, bro. Yeah. Hey, Jason, you've been on here before, right? You're from the UK, I think, right? Is it Glasgow or Dundee? I'm not sure, but I understand. May you rest in peace. Yeah, figure. Thanks. Appreciate that. Let's keep it like light and happy and fun. Cause that whole thing. Actually, my question though. And, yeah, Scotland, Glasgow. See, I knew Jason. That's why I said, right, Jason? See, I remember you, buddy. Thanks for coming back, man. Hey, Prosperity Lounge made it on here. You know what? Let's talk. If you do want to talk seriously about Charlie Kirk, let's talk about who is going to pick up the mantle. All right. And this is kind of an interesting question because it's one of those things where, he was such an influence. Everybody's watching him. I was watching him. He was my role model, if anything, call it what you will. But I'm looking at Nick Shirley now with what he's doing in Minnesota with the Somalians and the fraud and everything else is Nick Shirley. Because you had Candace Owens and Tucker and Ben Shapiro and Michael Knowles and a few other guys really just kind of going back and forth about Charlie. But who will be the legitimate crown holder when it's all said and done? And I could say Nick Shirley, man, I think he didn't come out of nowhere, but he did come pretty quick and, 30 million views or something like that. So we'll see. Denmark's on here. Okay. No one, he can't be replaced once in a lifetime. Yeah. Yeah. Shirley has his heart. Exactly. There's another girl named Kate. I watch her stuff. She does kind of the same thing. She goes around and just interviews people, and I think she's really good at it too. But yeah, I agree. He just can't be replaced. Take his place. Charlie's one of a kind. Yep, agreed. El Ray, David, welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. Oh, he came quick. Wonder Whiz. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, but all right. But yeah, so you're probably talking about Shirley. Yeah, Nick Shirley. It was, right? It's funny because he does one thing and then all of a sudden, what? The FBI's up there talking to him. The FBI's going through it, knocking down doors. The Leering Center has been closed down. So cheers from Mexico. All right. Hey, all right, David. Thank you for coming from Mexico. Doof, Wonder Whiz Doofus. Okay. All right. Well, interesting, but okay. I'll take it for what it is. Hey guys, as you're coming in, as you're checking in, hey, please like and subscribe this channel. I have a goal to hit 500. I'm at 454 right now. I want to hit 500 by the end of the year, which is now what? I mean, that's 24 hours and a couple hours at plus. So if we could hit a couple subscribers on here, man, that'd be fantastic. Please do that. Hit the like and subscribe button. That would be fantastic. All right. Figure it out. It's sad. Free speech, but not free anymore. Maybe it never have been free. I don't know, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Thanks for last night, Sugar Lips. Okay. Yeah, it was a good night last night. We had fun. If you're here, make sure you subscribe. Thank you, Truth. Prosperity Lounge. I'm Truth. Help Truth get to 500 subs. What state am I in? I am in Tennessee. That's where I'm at. So cheers, you guys. Like I said, it is getting later here. A little, ooh, I made that a little strong. Well, that's okay. Is this an LGBT safe space? Sure, can be. I mean, we're not going to talk about anything really as far as that goes. So usually we don't get into all that. But Caitlin Bennett, yes, Caitlin Bennett. That was the one. That was the one I was talking about. I like watching her, and she's clever at what she does. She's quick comebacks. I was at Campbell about 35 years ago. I'm not sure what that is. My favorite gay YouTuber. Is that me? Kit, are you saying I'm your favorite? I appreciate that. I'll take any fan I could. Make sure you like and subscribe there, Kit. That's great. Thanks so much. Number 2. Yep. But are you commenting on yourself? All right. You're Kit. You're actually commenting on yourself. Fort Campbell? Where exactly is Fort Campbell? I know there's something around there. Hello to EJ Wiki. Hello. Thanks for last. You already said that, Kit. Now you're repeating yourself. Why? Like literally, are you like on multiple chats just trying to do something dumb? That's what you're doing? I like the smell of my own farts. Well, that's going well. Kit, you're literally repeating yourself now. I'm not sure if you, yeah. Anyway, don't make me boot you. That'd be stupid. I don't want to do that. Anyway, an hour south of Nashville. Okay. Fort Campbell, huh? I'll have to look at that. I don't know. I don't know what that is, and I'll have to look at that. So visit. Was it cool? Was it cool to visit Fort Campbell? That's what I love about all of Tennessee. We have so much history of the Civil War. Obviously not revolutionary, but the Civil War. So, only boot we'll be doing is yours. Only boot. What are you talking about? I don't know what even that means, but all right. Fantastic. Kit, you're starting off really good. Thanks for doing that. Any thoughts about Nick Fuentes? I'm going to say that name. Somebody, if he jumps back on here, he's been with me the last couple nights. A guy named Tristan wanted me to look up Nick Fuentes, and I was kind of going through the whole thing. I watched like 5 minutes of his latest one, but then someone also told me to watch Fuentes and Piers Morgan, their interview, and I went through that. I watched about 20 minutes of it. Then I got kind of busy and just sidetracked. I just lost track of time, and I had to go off, and I jumped on this. He's a wingnet. Okay, wingnet. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but obviously he's very sure of himself. I'll give him that. Give him a lot of confidence. Not saying that's a bad thing. That's just what it is. And I am curious about the rest of his stuff. And of course, the funny thing, as soon as you put something in the viewer in the algorithm, then I get hit with loaded with a whole bunch of his other stuff. And I'm like, all right, I don't have time to watch and follow up and do all that. But I was just curious what you think on that one. Hi, Paranoid Trump Lover. Okay. A-Chirp Life. Great. Fantastic. Paranoid Trump Lover. That's a new one. I'll give you credit for originality on that one. But if you're just joining, we just hit 11 minutes. So if you hit like and subscribe, I'm on my march to 500. I would love your support on there. I don't know why, but I made that goal a couple months ago to hit 500 by the end of the year. And now I'm down to, 24 hours and a couple more. So that's what we're doing on that one. But let me know your thoughts. I'm just curious about what you're seeing too. Also in 2026, what's going to happen, what we're going to be seeing, maybe what stories you want to see investigated too. So let me know on that as we get rolling here. A little more of my liquid courage there. What are we doing on this one? Decent. All right. What do you normally talk about in this channel? El Rey, Magma. Okay. So typically on this channel, I talk a lot about, let me get back to it. I usually talk a lot about politics. That's my main thing that I actually discuss. And then anything that comes up, anything else that comes up that's interesting to me, I'll follow up, look at it. I just did one not too long ago. Have the Ukraine war. Oh, we'll talk about Ukraine if you want to do that, figure it out. But I just did one about unemployment, about how the statistics, I can't say it, got kind of skewed overall and depends on what you're looking at. So check that one out. It's actually doing pretty well. I was surprised. Less than a day, it's got 106 views, which for me is big. So Whirly Films. I actually just asked about Nick Fuentes. I actually literally just asked about him. So you're like 3 minutes too late, but we'll talk more about it. JD Vance leaves politics to run TPUSA. Jim D. Hey, welcome to the chat, Jim. Thanks. JD Vance leaves politics to run TPUSA. That would be interesting. Ukraine doesn't matter to me. Charlie Kirk, RIP. Yeah, we talked about Charlie in the beginning, Chirp Life. Yeah, that was one thing. But yeah, it's what is this channel about? Again, mostly we kind of lean towards politics, a lot of entertainment, a lot of news and politics, what's happening. I did, and I'm a big fan of Candace Owens. Candace Owens, El Rey. Indecent, we'll get to my thoughts on Trump. I think that's pretty obvious. But Candace, I only watch Candace because my wife likes her. And, wherever in the car together or whatever, hey, put a podcast on, my wife would choose Candace Owens. I don't know Trump's image. I don't know where she's kind of going with the Charlie Kirk stuff. Kind of lost me on that one. And again, I don't personally follow her. I do listen to her. I like her information, but I don't know exactly what's going on with her and if she was trying to replace Charlie. It's weird. That's about what I got. Razor Joe, welcome to the chat. Candace is basically a tabloid channel now. Yeah, I agree with you, Razor Joe. That's a good one. That Trump can get peace in Ukraine. So yeah, but going back to Candace, yeah, it's out on me on that one. You think Trump can get peace in Ukraine? I would say he can get peace in Ukraine. The only reason because it's been going on for so long and both sides are probably exhausted with no real clear way to win. It kind of just has to happen. I'm hoping, now could another president or another Democrat president or Biden had won again, could he have stopped the war in Ukraine? Obviously, I don't think he even really tried. I think if anybody else is in office, we'd still be spending money and sending money to Ukraine to back them up. And I don't even know if I don't think it's plausible that we should have been sending so much money over there to do it. It's one of those things where Ukraine is a little bit corrupt. There's so many things I've heard about. And again, I do national politics, just to be clear. International stuff's kind of out of my realm, but I do pay attention, obviously. But Ukraine was so almost corrupt. I mean, the fact that they haven't had an election since the war, and Zelensky says basically they won't have one because they're at war, to me, that just kills it for me. And there's so much. Papa John Curbo, the real truth people want to know, DC or Marvel? Way to change subjects there, buddy. All right, but yeah, I got my DC, I got my Superman over here, but I'm all Marvel. I'm all Marvel. Only reason I have that because I actually went to Metropolis. But I am pretty much all Marvel. Captain America is my favorite. And of course, once you talk about, one favorite you have or whatever, everybody decides to get that for you, your kids, your wife, and everything else. So once I shown a liking to Captain America, 15 years ago, I don't know, maybe longer, I don't know. You start getting all the toys. So you put them all up wherever you can figure it out. So there you go. What's your opinion on that one? Let me know. I'm actually curious. So Venezuela oil goes to our petroleum reserves in Louisiana. Yeah, Jim. Is that where they're going? I'm not even positive. I know we're taking the tankers, which is crazy how that's working. HB from Valhalla. Yeah, welcome to the chat. I love both Marvel and DC. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with comic books. They got a little bit for everybody. Every character has a little bit of something. I think DC is a little dark just in general, with Batman and stuff. It's all nighttime, and Marvel's more fancy powers. I just think they do a better job with the movies at all. Although Snyder's cuts are pretty darn good. The other ones, they mess that up. All right, so figure it out. But Trump said we could end the war in 24 hours, which is what I think about. And I leave in Denmark and Europe. In USA, I'm such a big player, and I wonder why they don't have the power to stop the war yet. Yeah. Yeah, he did say that it would be ending. When you're running for office, you can say whatever you want, but when you actually get it, but yeah, why he thought he could do it in 24 hours. I don't know. I mean, and the hard thing is you got Trump, supposedly in the beginning in 2016 to 2019, he was like, in bed with Putin, and everybody loved him, and they thought they're all together and going to like rule the world as dictators and all that stuff. And then everybody's like, well, you can't be friends with Putin. And then so it kind of broke the whole scenario of, hey, we probably should be friends with one of the greater powers of Russia, considering we fought the Cold War against them and all the other items, but we also fought some other world wars with them. So that is a tough one. HB from Valhalla, I love the original, but not the new stuff. The new stuff is, it's getting a little bit off the topic per se. They're trying to do too many stories and too many backfills. So I agree. All right. So decent. But how can you have elections during war? It's common sense. His priority at this point is to end the war. Decent. We can talk about that. I mean, in the history of everything, you got Franklin Roosevelt in World War II. He got elected. There was still an election, but he got elected. I don't know where you're from, but he still got elected. Woodrow Wilson was in office already when World War I happened. So he was there at the beginning and the end. So, he didn't need to change it, but he still ran for office though. So I think you still can have an election. And I don't know about necessarily other countries, but the fact that you wouldn't, and who decided that too? Who decided not to have an election? Decent. Maybe that's a question for you. Okay. If it's only Zelensky and his administration saying we're not going to have one, well, that's a problem. Now, if all the people in the world, all the people in the country of Ukraine or whatever else said, no, we don't want to have an election. We love Zelensky. We love having whatever. Okay, that's different. That's a different conversation. So decent to your point. I get it. I don't know if it's common sense to your point, but and his priority should be to end the war. The priority should be really to come back from the war, not only just to end it, but actually figure out what's going on. So yeah, that's a great subject, great line. I agree. Thank you for the comment on that one. I like it. Hey, we're closing up on 20 minutes. If you haven't liked or subscribed to this page, I only got 2 thumbs up, so I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but if you don't mind, hit that like button. I would really appreciate on that one. And definitely subscribe. We are marching our way to 500. So please do that. Take the moment to do that. Jim D, Ukrainian Constitution says so. Says what? Says there has to be an election or not. So, and what Zelensky, Whirly Film, welcome. What Zelensky is doing is discussing. Yeah. Okay, which part though? I mean, I understand. So tell me, Jim, which one, and then Whirly Film. Let me know what exactly maybe discussing, and we'll talk about it. So I'm not saying I probably do agree with you, but I just want to hear backup. So I am proudly South African, brother. Thank you for asking. Oh yeah, cool. You're South African. Yep. It says no election during war. That's what the Constitution says. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. South Africa, man, that's cool. I had a buddy in college from South Africa. He actually he came over here for a student visa and actually stayed and graduated and lived his life. And then unfortunately he died in a boat accident, believe it or not, on a vacation. He flipped. I think it was in Florida. He flipped. It was like 15 years ago. Anyway, so whenever I hear South Africa, I think of him. His name is Daniel Nana. Let his memory just go back at. Great guy. All right, so figure it out. But a World War II, a whole different ball game. This is Europe, not in stable condition, and that's a problem for Europe. But for USA, not so much. But USA got weapons, and wars need weapons. I agree. Definitely figure it out. USA is obviously in a huge different thing just because we have two oceans that separate us from everybody else. I mean, they're the best barrier in the world is two giant oceans to put us. So yeah, we're not fighting here and they're fighting there. I agree with you. It is different here in the USA, but although I will not discredit the technology that our military and our civilians have brought up to get those weapons though. So just because we have the weapons, we had to anybody could have gotten them. Could have, figured it out technology wise. So that's just the power of the United States right there and how great we are as a country. So sorry to those guys that aren't from here. I personally think the U.S. should get its money out of Israel and Ukraine. El Rey from Mexico. Yeah, I personally think USA should get its money out. When you say get their money out, are you talking about like actual money, cash, or are you talking about minerals and oil for that matter, or some other way to do it? Or is that what you're talking about? Because that Ukraine, right? I mean, that was the deal that Trump was doing. He was trying to get the minerals from them. Israel, I don't know exactly what they have to offer us other than military base area. So I don't know. So El Rey, that's a good question though, but I'm curious. Stop funding them. Kind of agree. Kind of, but Israel, Jim said Israel is becoming weapons self-sufficient. Yeah, I could see that. Cyber Orthodox, hopefully you agree with me. Appreciate that. Daily Riot, welcome back to the chat. I appreciate your talk yesterday, so that's cool. It's good to see your name pop up there. We should decouple from both and let the wolves have them. Like just as advertised, you are right there on the cutting edge. Daily Riot, I did have a brief chance to pull up your channel. I didn't have a chance to watch videos. I've been busy all day working, but so I appreciate you coming back on here and seeing that. I'll have more time later on to review your stuff. From what I saw, man, it looked professional. I'll tell you that right, Daily Riot. You guys look completely professional on that one. So Cyber Orthodox, decent. You both agree? Well, it's fantastic you agree, but that's not kind of the overall point. But hey, for this chat anyway. But anyway, how am I doing? Daily Riot? Thank you for asking. I am on my search, trying desperately to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So again, if you can share and like and watch and do all that, let me know. So I'm actually... all right, we'll get to that, Smokey. Welcome to the chat. I am approaching, if I haven't hit already, 1,000 hours on watch time. So that's cool. That's a big, I still need 3,000 total, but whatever. Smokey613, all glory to God, who is able through his mighty power at work within us to accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. Thank you, Smokey, for putting that out there. I got this. Thank you, Cyber Orthodox. I appreciate it. Yeah, so hopefully that means that you did subscribe. That's what I'm hoping. So please do that real quick. Take a moment to like it. Also the thumbs up. I got 4 so far, so that's cool. Yeah, we're at 456. We got 2 more from this. So how long have you been doing this? Since March. I started in March 2025. So a lot to figure out along the whole way. I'll tell you that right now. If they listened to George Patton in 1945, we wouldn't be dealing with these Russian pricks in 2025. Welcome to the chat, Ace Live. George Patton. Yeah, is it George Patton? I'm thinking, the tanks, right? Is that General Patton, right? Actually, he has a cool museum right outside Indio, California, right on the 10. I've been there. So Smokey, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. So AFP David, decent. What would you do different if you were elected president of the United States and or Ukraine or Russia? Thanks, Daily Riot. Appreciate it. What would I do different? Oh, that's a huge question, Decent. What would I do different? I mean, God, a little over my pay grade overall. Well, I would definitely have done a lot more different things than I would say. And this is not a shot, but just about Obama. Thanks, Decent, for subscribing. Appreciate it very much. I really do appreciate that. Different than Obama and different than Biden. I mean, Obama drew the line in the sand with Iran and everything else, and they completely walked over it. And then we gave him like $4 billion in cash. And again, I'm not knocking him per se, but that was definitely not what I would have done. I like the way Trump is basically just arguing, saying stop, and then he's going to get the stuff from Ukraine for the minerals and that kind of thing. Diplomacy is kind of, I mean, the Abraham Accords that they're working out for the Middle East, the one with Jared Kushner and all that stuff. And I got his book back here. I read Jared Kushner's book. He is doing a good job overall to put that all together. I think if Trump if he would have won in 2020, or at least been president, I should say, in 2020, I think it would have gone a little different, the timeline. So I think that would have been completely different. Cyber Orthodox, we would have been smoked in Russia if we tried to go east of Germany in World War II. World War II. Didn't we fight? No, see, I'm losing. I'm getting confused. I don't know where I'm at, but Stuart. Oh, hey, Stuart. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, Stuart. All right. So without the entire intelligence that the president receives, it would be difficult to answer that. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they know so much more. Not only is probably they're all a lot smarter than I am, but they do get a lot of that stuff. I mean, with especially in today's world, with all the satellites and different things you got going on around, they know so much more than we do. So yeah, it's hard. But hey, Stuart Gorham, welcome. It's good to see you back. I know we've been chatting the last couple of nights. Daily Riot, what do you think of Netanyahu moving around in our country with a motorcade 20 times the size of Trump? Seems like he's puking. Actually, I did not know that, so I'll take your word for it. Where is he going? I don't know. I mean, I knew he was in D.C. I knew him and Zelensky or whatever. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mar-a-Lago. Were they both in Mar-a-Lago, or one was in D.C., one was in Mar-a-Lago? Yeah, where else would he be going? I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't see any video on that one. You got me on that one. I'll have to watch the Daily Riot to actually look at that and figure that out. I'm sure you did a video. Were they both in Florida? Zelensky and Netanyahu? They both there? So I don't know. I mean, Trump would be on vacation, right? Hey, I like to draw things. Welcome back, buddy. All right, cool. This is great. We got everybody's coming back. We need Tristan to come back, and Sheephead Turd to come back, and I don't know, a few of the other guys. Oh, Sweetest Meat Bulge. I like that name too. He was cool. Zelensky owns a house down there. Is it whatever that shit cray? I don't know. I didn't know. Does he own a house? I didn't know that. I mean, for real, he might. Why would he not? I don't know. Maybe is he looking for his exit plan? So when he is done with Ukraine and with the war and is not the president anymore, was Zelensky to move to Florida? Will we accept him? I mean, that's kind of odd. I don't know. If you're right on that one, and I'll say you are, sure. I don't know. I would be curious to see if that happens. So I don't know. Anyway, we can keep talking about Zelensky. We talk about Ukraine or something new if you want to. But we are approaching 30 minutes. So if you're just joining me for the first time, which actually a lot of you have been here before, so I appreciate it. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be great. Hit that thumbs up button though. I only got 4, and I got 18 on the chat at the moment. You guys have been cycling through pretty good. So please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. So, $35 million house, it's a few miles. Okay, so you're in Florida too? $35 million house. Okay, I mean, what does that tell you? Your country's under war. You're asking for money, and you buy a $35 million. I'm curious, and maybe you might know, or maybe you can investigate this a little closer. Who actually owns that house? I mean, is it okay? Is it Zelensky that owns that house, or is it Ukraine, or is it somebody else? That's what I want to know and figure that out. So that's the question for kind of the day on that. I'd be curious. Who is paying for that? So, like to draw things, $35 million, maybe get you a homeless shelter in Canada. That's, no, it can't be that bad. Can't be that bad. It might be me. James, welcome, James. Mr. Pala, decent. Yeah, I got rid of him. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm curious, but let's see. Let's figure out this real quick. Take a short break. 4:57. I appreciate that, guys. Any more thoughts about Nevada coming out now and saying the 2020 election was fraudulent or incorrect? Did you guys see that coming out? I didn't bring it up. I was going to look it up later. Daily Riot. Let's talk about that. People, do you know the connection between Israel and Ukraine? What were you thinking on that one? What do you think, Daily Riot? And tell me if you have a video to look at. Let me know too. Smokey, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. Psalms 122:6. Thanks. Appreciate that. I don't mind those at all. Like to do draw things. I was in Canada and there was a show that they host every end of the year and they made a joke about how eggs cost as much as a car. Yeah, but that's since Trump came in, that's actually been done. I did a short, quick video about that one. You got rid of them? Sorry. Yeah, I got rid of them. So I don't know. You know, some people I'll let come on, but at the same time, I think we're having a good conversation overall. We got 16 people watching right now, so let's keep rolling with that one. So I was circumcised the day before the Apostle Paul said it was necessary. I'm not happy about that. Okay. Stuart, I did like you. I'm not sure. You'll get a quick answer. What was the answer, Dale? Right? I'm sorry. Google relationship between you. Are you serious, Daily Rally? Should I actually try that? Ace Live. Zelensky does not own a $35 million house in Florida. LOL. Please Google it. Now I'm afraid. What are you guys going to send me on my laptop here? You'll quickly realize why we sent so much money to Ukraine. Okay. Daily Riot, did you do a video about it? That's what I want to know. And if you did, all right. So hold on a minute. I'll do it in a little bit. What was I supposed to watch? You had a quick relationship between Israel and Ukraine. I'll look at it later. I'm too busy trying to run through all these comments, but decent. Mad Dog McGregor, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Good to see you on here. He owns a house somewhere. Tasty Fisher, appreciate he owns a house somewhere in the States. Yeah. Everybody liked the stream. I love this stream. Thanks, Decent. I appreciate it. Tasty Fisher, got to dig deeper. No video, but I probably should. Well, when you do, let me know. Let me know when you do that. I will look at that later on. Just not, I don't know. We might be over that. We've been talking about Ukraine for like 15 minutes almost of a 33-minute thing. So thank you, Tasty Fisher. Appreciate it. Yes, thanks for the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. We're on our march to 500. What else are we missing out on? Minnesota fraud. What is this stream? I'm new. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Ukraine-Israel relations are historically deep due to shared Jewish heritage. Oh, interesting. Featured in strong diplomatic ties, significant Ukrainian Jewish diaspora in Israel and cultural link. Okay. That makes sense on the grand scheme of things. I'll look at that. If you don't mind, tell me the dates here is exactly. Oh, where are you, Decent? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it's still the 30th here of December. Looking at the time, it's like 9 o'clock. So it's 9 o'clock here in Eastern time zone in the United States. So, Tasty Fisher, what is this stream? Basically, we talk politics, but on these chats, we talk about whatever you want to talk about. So bring up something. We were talking about soccer and football the other day, and the most known person in the world. I mean, we have all kinds of just different talks. I mean, if you want to watch some of the videos, let me know about that one. Christopher Bradley, welcome to the chat. What were the books on the shelf? Oh, South Africa. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I try and remember that stuff. Nice. Love it. Good. Thanks. Where can I donate? Time Traveler, you can't donate yet. Tasty Fisher, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. You can't donate yet. That's why I'm trying to hit 500 whenever the heck that happens. Books behind me, though. Yeah. So depends on where you're looking. But like these are mostly my Trump books and kind of things about that. The ones behind me are the nonfiction, kind of build your business. I got some biographies down here. Streaming, talking about everything is service system. Hey, good comeback on the way to the back end. That's funny. Yeah, I do have some books. I mean, if you can see all of them, and I've read I've read pretty much every single one of them. I mean, I'm sure there's one or two in there that I haven't read for various reasons, but yeah. And there's actually a whole row behind those books. It's a very, very deep thing. I like to read. That's it. I mean, that's kind of why I like to think I like to know a little bit about everything, just because I like reading. So that's on that one. But yeah, if you, I don't know. If you guys know who Larry Elder is, take a look at him. He ran for governor of California during the recall of Newsom. I would love to have him win. I've actually met him twice. Really great guy. You got Mayor Kane, Glenn Jacobs. He's the mayor of Knox County. I use Kane in the WWE if you're interested in that. So good guy there too. What's my favorite book? Yeah, it depends. I got 54,000 followers on Facebook. I can try and get you to a 1K or more by tomorrow. Thanks, Decent. I appreciate that. My favorite book though, it depends on the mood I'm in. I mean, it's so hard. Fiction, nonfiction. I try and read 3 books at one time. I read a fiction, a nonfiction, and then a biography. And I just rotate whatever I'm in the mood for. And that's it. I mean, you know, and of course it's changed over the years. When I was younger, as Rich Dad, Poor Dad was huge. When I was actually building my money I have, some of the other ones are just interesting. So there's that one. Yeah, decent. If you got 54,000 followers, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations on that one. Here's a curveball. What do you think of the Sikhs in New Zealand? I don't. Okay, to be honest with you, oops, oh, I was going too fast. Tasty Fisher. I pretty much stick to national stuff. Sorry to hear in Australia about the Bondi Beach, but I don't know much international stuff. I dabble. I know in my head, but I'm not. Well, I can't talk about it because I just don't know. So definitely know who he is. Wowzer. Yep. El Rey. Used to be a big Trump fan, but I feel like he has gotten away from his original message. What do you think? Oh, that's a good one. Let me come back. El Rey, let me come back to that. Okay, dude. Dune, best fiction book? Interesting. Yeah. Mohammed, yeah, welcome back, Mohammed. I remember you talking the other day. Actually, you and I had a great talk. So good. Welcome back. Ian Banks. I don't know Ian Banks. Let me write that down. Hopefully that's actually a real person. I'm trusting you there, Christopher Bradley, that Ian Banks is the real one. False flag. Which one was false flag? But that's fair. Sikhs are different than Islam. They're allies of Christians, so I like to ask people. I don't know. Yeah, I was honest. I don't know. So there you go. El Rey, let me take this off. El Rey, the question about Trump. Yeah, I'm getting hand delivered. You put your hand in there. Hand delivered a new drink. So
it's a trash can.
It's a trash can.
Irish trash can.
Irish trash can. And this is the inauguration glass that just got posted to me.
I picked that especially for you.
Bear with me. Hold on a second. Good. All right, full transparency. My daughter is visiting back from college. She goes to college, and she's home for Christmas break. And she brought 5 of her other friends, 2 girls, 3 guys, which I'm not cool about. But and they're just partying at my liquor bar in my basement. Fantastic, right? All right. So anyway, back to this. Sorry, guys. So that's what's going on there. Let's see here. Where was I talking? Okay, yeah, allies. Okay, good. Conservative men make the barbecue. Liberal men make our coffee. How's that? Philly Eagles fly. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, Philly Eagles fly. I like that. You know, fly Eagles fly. But yeah, I like the way you put that, the PHLY on there. That's pretty good. What's 13 mean? Is there 12 others? I'm just curious. But yeah, liberal making that. Daily Riot, Australia. Well, the Bondi Beach was Australia. I knew that. Oh, is that what you're talking about, Daily Riot? The false flag? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm falling behind here. Greg Wolf. I've heard of Greg Wolf. Never watched him. Stop Crying Little Girl. Arthur Morgan. Okay, well, welcome to the chat, buddy. Make sure you like and subscribe. I want to hear more what you have to say. I have the breastplate of righteousness and the shield of faith, which will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. Clay, Dust, and Dirt. Welcome. I guess. So anyway, good dad. Thanks, Christopher Bradley. Appreciate it. Clay, you must be Catholic. You're a good dad. Thanks. I'm talking little girl. You already said that, Arthur Morgan. You said that twice. Now you're repeating yourself. Why? What do you think about how J.D. Vance praised Jesus while Kamala turned away Christians during the election? Smokey, what do I think about that? Maybe, is that a way to go back to the roots? If you look at the surface of that's a deeper question. But what do you think? Is it the deeper question of Did they do that for their base or they do that for their beliefs? That one's a longer kind of conversation, but that's the way I look at truth between lines. You figure that out. So there's no 13th floor. I kind of missed that one. In a condo. Oh, in a condo, right. There's no 13th floor of the condo, right? Yeah, most hotels and stuff, which is funny. Crusades 2.0. Welcome. What was that? I can't read your name. Sorry, buddy. Italoca. I'm sure it means something. I don't know. Clay, dust, and dirt. Not any demonic nation, just one witness of Jesus Christ. Tasty Fisher. I think he meant false flag because the local, Maury, are mad at the Sikhs, but they've done nothing wrong. Okay. I'll take your word for that because I don't know. But Demolition, demonic nation, LOL. Okay, I think either I lost track of that. I'm not sure. But I certainly could have lost track with my blue trash bomb. Or no, trash can. I don't know. When you're 21, you try new things, I guess. I don't know. All right. So, hey, we're over 40 minutes now. If you guys don't mind, please like and subscribe. Put that thumbs up there. We got a lot of people coming through this channel. The more thumbs up, the more people attract to this channel. If you're doing very good, I would love it. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to do it. Is it alcohol? Yeah, it's alcohol. Yeah, decent. It sure is. Don't mind me. I won't be going too long on this, but please hit the thumbs up, hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe on this. I put a few things I hope you guys like, based on what you guys keep coming back and a lot of the same names I keep seeing on here. I'll get to the fast food. A lot of the same names I come in here. I'm hoping you guys are watching the videos and enjoying them too. Make sure you comment on there. That way I know you actually are watching them. If you really want to do me a huge favor, I think I just went over 1,000 hours watch time. I need 3,000 to hit the pay money besides the 500. So if you can just put it on a playlist and mute it and just let it play all night, that'd be fantastic. That'd be great. So what's my favorite fast food? It's me, Tyson. You were on here the other day too, I think. Let's talk real estate. You never answered my question about President Trump. Oh, El Rey, I thought I did. Oh, actually, to come back to that. Do you think Vladimir the Impaler had an advanced level of how to deal with Islam? Yeah, that's pretty good. I thought El Rey. I'm sorry. I thought I did answer it. Maybe I didn't. I agree it has changed. Trump has changed. Now you got the 2016 to 2020 Trump. I think he was so bogged down in Congress and being impeached and all the things that he went through, he couldn't get his agenda through. I think now he came out and really wanted to make things happen. He said it during his run to be elected, and then got elected and said, all right. I mean, but remember, he hasn't been in office for the second time for a year yet. And so here's my thinking. I'm not very happy with the way that he automatically throws people out of the party, to be completely honest. Okay, completely transparent here, honest. I don't like the way he's lost a few people, and I don't like that. I think we should be more unified as a Republican Party. So that I don't like, but I'm also wondering, my biggest thing that I want to see is people go to jail. Okay, and I'm talking Fauci and a few other. I want to see them go to jail. And if I don't see them go to jail, I'm going to be upset about that. So to your point, I'm still waiting because I think it's just too early before everything else. All right. So I'll go back to the chat here. So hopefully El Rey, if I want more, let me know, but that's my answer now. Talk real estate. Tyson, I would love to talk real estate. I was a property manager in a real estate company. I owned them for a while. Favorite fast food? Depends. I love McDonald's fries, but their burgers. Jack in the Box is actually surprisingly pretty good. I'd probably say Jack in the Box. Really depends. I like Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell for so long, but then it kind of just, I don't know, it phased out on me. So, all right, Vladimir the Impaler. I've actually read a book about him, Stuart. Guy was freaking nuts, but man, I don't know. I would not want to be around when he was around. So Burger King's good. I love their the onion rings. When I brought friends over, my dad stood by the door and required 100 push-ups. Anyone who fails is allowed. He says, my house, my rules, no weak men allowed. Wow, Mohammed, that's freaking funny. That's really good. Get wasted, don't worry. Yeah. Let's see. Mohammed, I love your dad. Yeah, that's good. I'm sure his favorite is Taco Bell. I said that before I even read that, Christopher Bradley. What do you think was reason? Elise Stefanik. Yeah. So she was running for governor against Hochul in New York. I don't know. I mean, woman on woman, versus the politics, misogyny, all that stuff. Did they find something on her? Tyson, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, if someone else is following that, maybe Daily Riot is. Why Stefanik dropped out, and why is Hochul going to go through it and win? I don't know. I don't know the answer. That's a great question though. So we need a new party. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, all of a sudden you guys just did. No one's going to jail him. Jail man. These people are all part of Daily Riot. You're probably right about the same club. I hope you're wrong, but you're probably right. Boy, I'm a house flipper and my prices got crazy. Yeah. I want to see people go to jail too. Why did he get so soft on Epstein and his friends? Okay, let's talk about Epstein. Let's talk briefly about it. Why do you think he's so soft on him? I don't think he's soft. I think he's waiting. I think he was baiting the Democrats. Because remember, Biden was in presidency for 4 years. Okay, he did not release anything of substantial about this thing. So why not? If Trump was in those files, they would have released it. They would have. The fact that basically Trump said, no, I don't want to release them. And all the Democrats said, oh, no, you have to release him. You're hiding something. I think he baited them because now what's he releasing? He's releasing out all of the Bill Clinton stuff. Oh, my God. Bill Clinton's all over the place. But you got Mick Jagger and Michael Jackson if I wasn't alive, I would probably remember. But he had a whole bunch of other guys come out. And I just imagine hey, if I'm in Epstein's files, for real, I'd be like, hey, can we just not talk about it? Move on. So that's my... So I don't know if still, again, back to my other point, El Ray, I don't think it's done yet. That's where I'm at. Shit, isn't he Dracula? Talking about the Impaler? No, Vlad wasn't the Dracula. There was another something or other about that. I'm frat man. Tell me a ghost story. Yeah, sorry, not good on that one. Women on women, hot. All right, Hochul and Stefanik are not hot, but whatever. Hello, Grandpa. Okay, well, not yet. I hope not that I know of anyway. I agree. Baiting. Trump is excellent at baiting people out. Yeah, Tasty Fisher agreed. Walrus Poacher, welcome to the chat. Just give Minnesota to Canada. Well, can we have? We were supposed to actually. That's funny because actually Canada was gonna what? I forget which province in Canada was going to come that wanted to move to the United States. I can't remember. It wasn't Alberta, and I can't remember what the 4 or 5 that they have. A couple of them were going to come, and maybe that'd be an even trade, right? They get Minnesota, and we get parts of Canada. I don't know. How's it free 10 on the internet? Thanks for reminding me. It's time to get off my phone. Good, Christy. Can make sure you subscribe before you leave. Who is Epstein? Yeah, nobody cares. It's all controlled. Bill Gates as well. Bill Gates, yeah, he was in there. Yep, exactly. Daily Riot, neither of them wanted to release them. He was literally overheard yelling at MTG that releasing the files would hurt his friends. Yeah, again, back to your original point about same club. Agrees. 2 girls, 1 cup. Okay, I've heard that story before. Don't Google that if you're out there. Aging myself with that one. Yeah, I know you are. Bram Stoker. No, Bram Stoker's the one that wrote Dracula. But it was based on somebody, though. I know it was based on somebody. Smokey Moore. Okay. Is that a Benjamin toy behind me? What? Benjamin. No, I don't think it's tell me more. I like to draw things. I don't know what Benjamin is on that one. Reading books is fun. Yep. Again, you try and read everything. You can only watch so much TV. You got to look at something else. Let your mind kind of relax and focus on one thing. So, the president of America, I think. I like to draw things. What are you talking about, Benjamin toy? But I don't know. Like an old president. Well, are you talking about Uncle Sam here? That's just Uncle Sam. That's J.D. Vance. The rest is about weird. I got Tom Brady over there if you can see him, but no. J.R. Tolkien, The Hobbit. Yeah. I was never big in those. I don't know why. I just never was. Smokey, the Lord hears his people when they call to him for help. He rescues them from all their troubles. Thank you. Decent. All right, decent. Appreciate it. Good night, brother. See you tomorrow. Hopefully you are good vibe. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I think you already did, so I appreciate it. What do I think of Eric Kirk, Tasty Fisher? That came up actually yesterday. Tom Brady's a goat, Jesus King. Yeah. I mean, I would mention Jesus and Tom Brady in the same sentence there, Smokey, but I agree with you. Erica Kirk. Okay. Yeah, this came up the other day too. I didn't know anything about Erica Kirk at all. Obviously, I follow Charlie. And we talked about Charlie in like the first couple minutes. Hey, by the way, we just hit 50 minutes. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, which is slowly dwindling behind us. So we're at 461. And I really appreciate that. What do I think of Eric? My wife doesn't particularly like Token. She doesn't like how long he takes on describing everything. Yeah, that could be. Welcome to the chat there, 55-star general. Yeah, he does take a while. But Erica Kirk, you got to feel for her, though. I mean, you have to go, all right, hey, Steak Smokey, I appreciate your subscription too, buddy. Take care. We'll see you next time. Here's a woman. Everybody's something like, I appreciate that. Thanks, Decent. Here's a woman who's basically married to a guy that's completely outspoken, completely puts himself out there doing all these wonderful things. And it's one of those things where, she's a mother. She got, I think, 2 kids, young kids at home. And then the worst possible, well, not the worst possible, the second to worst possible, the worst possible could be her kids were hurt, but her husband is assassinated, and it's all of a sudden she's in the limelight. Now she is somebody. I mean, she was like a pageant queen or whatever. She can talk. She's doing all this stuff. She's involved, but I never heard of her until the unfortunate. So it's really, really hard to imagine being thrust into that situation where your family just got torn apart and now you're supposedly the face of it. So I haven't followed her a whole lot. Again, if you were here from the very, very beginning, 51 minutes ago, talking about Charlie, I'll go back to my little thing over there in the corner up there, my engraving of him watching over me. Very, very emotional for me to just talk about him. But anyway, Mohammed, I'm still here. Anyway, hopefully I finished that with Erica Kirk. That's kind of where I'm at. I just don't know enough about it, and I don't expect anything from Erica Kirk at this moment just because of where it was. Okay. Yeah, very cool and great. Yeah, you like that? I like it. It's wood and it's like engraved in wood. So I got that at a county fair. So Mohammed, I'm still new here. Which state you live in, if you don't mind me asking? I visited New York, Texas, and Alaska before, and every visit I say is my last time to go to America. So I am in Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee. That's where I'm at. So only a guy I know about that speaks about politics isn't annoying about it. Are you talking about me or Charlie Kirk on there? Like to draw things. So speaks about, hopefully that's me, but I don't know. Daily Riot. Erica Kirk's father was Israeli intelligence. I didn't know that, but that makes a lot of sense with the Israeli connection. I tell you, Daily Riot, I got to watch some of your stuff because I need to educate myself on those. So thanks for keeping me kind of honest on there. Go to Oregon, visit the Gorge. I've been to Oregon, not to the Gorge, though. Both Israel. Yeah, she was a family of high-ranking Jews. Huh. Yeah, again, I never even heard of her until that happened. So if you tell me right now, great. I'll have to look it up later on. But yeah, for sure. There's my little break. All right. I don't believe it. Yeah. I don't know. Really? Okay, interesting. Her background is very sus. I don't believe it. What's being a Jew have to do with it? Yeah. Well, that's a good question right there for Daily Riot. But why does everything draw back to the same group every time? Mohammed, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I even want to touch that one. That's not me. That's outside my realm overall. Again, I look at national stuff. Not necessarily international or race for that matter. That's not my wheelhouse on that one, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna write that down. The research. Israel. All right, so we are approaching 55 minutes. Again, please like and subscribe. I got 13 thumbs up so far. If you haven't done that already, hit that. My son is Jewish due to her mother, Christopher Bradley. Yeah, I got a few Jewish friends. I don't know. They're not any different than anybody else. And we don't talk about anything else other than sports and football and stuff, I guess. So, Christopher Bradley, thanks. I appreciate it. All right, anything else going on? 2026, what do you expect? Midterms. Let's talk midterms. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Tyson. Hey, Tyson, you still with us, Tyson? You want to talk real estate? If you're still with us, we can talk real estate. If not, I'll give you like 30 seconds. Mohammed, have I ever visited anywhere in Europe? No, I have not. I've visited now all 50 states of the United States, of course, but I have not been, other than Mexico and Canada, never been out of North America. Just, I wanted to visit all 50 states first. Now that I have, I'm looking for stuff. So AI, Elroy, how long do you usually talk on these shows? How many days a week do you broadcast? Oh, appreciate that, Elroy. I talk for as long as I physically can. I mean, we had a great conversation going last night, but my phone died. I had like 4% on my phone, so I had to cut it off because that was the funny thing about it. And I'll tell you, to be honest with you, Elroy, the reason I'm doing so much talking, I did one this afternoon. I'm doing like 2 a days right now because I want to hit 500 subscribers. So if you haven't hit that like yet or subscribe, please do. I'm really trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, which of course now we're counting down to like 1 day and a couple hours. So tried Dickens Cider. Oh, that's a good one. Really good. Nice work. Welcome to the chat there. Thanks, Stuff. You got me on that one. I should have read that one first. Yeah, you already did. I appreciate that, Elroy. Thanks so much. Make sure you watch some of the videos on there as well. But Alex, welcome to the chat. Say hi. Good. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Anyway, here's your cider, by the way. There you go. But yeah, usually, I mean, if we hit an hour, like I went way above my pay grade on that one. Usually the last 2 times, the nights anyway, we hit about 100 minutes and I was just done. So Tasty Fisher, I work in finance and I like to research who owns these big stocks. I had ownership cults, etc. Check out the Georgia Guidestones. Georgia Guidestones, yeah. Okay. Based because our relationship, Tasty Fisher, I will take a look at that. Thanks for anything else. Let me know. Do you want to see a story on that? Colorado airport art. Okay. Is that something you want to see a story about, or is that something you just want me to look at? Airport art. I can throw out a lot of. You can throw a lot of. Muhammad, it's crazy how not that long ago, around 40 years, conversation with people all the way across the globe wouldn't be possible. Isn't that crazy though? Yeah. I mean, you have to mail something and be gone for a month or 2 and then finally come back. Is it whiskey? Yes. Excellent. Yes. Whiskey and Coke. I did went a little too hard last night drinking my whiskey, and so now I'm watering it down with Coke. Although I do have a trash can that my daughter gave me, which I'm nursing here. So that's what this is, the trash can. That one was Jim Beam and Coke. So anyway, don't put out more, cider jokes, and we'll be friends, okay, Angstofel? So, all right, but please, yeah, like and subscribe. You haven't done that yet. We're approaching 58 minutes, so I would appreciate that. Cheers, guys. But we're going to talk about 2026, the elections. Jim Beam. This one's Jim Beam. If I mix it with Coke or soda, I don't drink the good stuff, of course. So. Clay Dust, you said that already. Thanks, I guess, but you already put that exact comment on there already. So, okay, you just said, yeah. 2026 midterms. What are you guys thinking? Do you think we'll see a lot of changes? I know there was a big uproar about Marjorie Taylor Greene leaving. Jerry Nadler obviously kind of retiring, but is AOC going to take over his job or move around? How's that going to play out? What are you guys thinking for the midterms? Anything else on that one? Love to hear what you have to say because I'm still trying to follow along with it, but it changes every day and I don't know. So let me know what you think about 2026 midterms. Any comments on that? And while we're waiting, we got 11 people in here. Please put the thumbs up. I would really appreciate that very much. My reintroduced word. Hoping there's more. Muhammad, I only drink water, milk, tea, coffee, or any natural herbs. I can't wrap my head around other things to drink. It's not hard. All right. So thank you, Angstoful, for actually giving me a real comment here. Honestly, everything is so wacky politically. A lot of infighting on conservative side. 100% agree. I see I'm getting too real for this conversation. Yeah, you might be, Daily Right. To be completely honest with you, you might be. Do you think AOC has a shot at presidency? No, I don't think she has an honest. I think if AOC, hey Scotty, welcome back, buddy. Come on, you love the books. I know you do. Welcome back, Scotty. Hey, cool, man. It's good to see you. I love seeing the same people over and over again. It's so cool. I would love to see AOC on a debate stage with like anybody competent, like just anybody. I would love to see her on a debate stage actually have to say, you know, this is the way it is, or you know, it should be this way, or it should be that way. I would love to see that. That would be fantastic. But anyway, Clay Dust Dirt, John 2023. It's them word. You lost me by Tasty Fish. I think I'd make everyone lose sleep here if I unleash the research and data I have. Well, do me a favor, Tasty Fresher. Make sure you watch some of my other videos and comment on that. Maybe I missed something. A lot of the stuff I do, a lot of surface level stuff, because people just kind of want to jump in, jump out, learn a little bit. I talk fast because I like to listen fast, so I don't want to waste a lot of time. I try and keep a lot of my videos somewhere around 10 minutes. 8 to 12 is my happy hour. That way, you know, you sit down, have a cup of coffee or something, or breakfast or whatever. You can put a video on, and then it's over, and then it's gone, and then you can move on with your day. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. So please like and comment on there. Daily Ride, just addressing the actual issues, man. I learned not to waste my time with a fake show that the politicians put on for their normies. Yeah, well, I agree. And there is a lot more to every situation there is out there. So yeah, interesting stuff. I feel you, Daily. Yeah, yep. Yeah, agreed. And you know, to Daily Riot's point, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to know the information. They just don't want to know. They want to put their head in the sand. I've talked about it before, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, that's the way you want to live your life. But if you don't follow politics, politics follow you. You know, I mean, that's my thought on that one. So anyway, there goes that. All right. So Mohammed, since I am not an American, I can't nor do I have enough knowledge to speak about U.S. national matters or politics. Yeah, that's good. Hey, you're listening. That's cool. Address what both sides agree on, not what they disagree on. That's where you find out the real problems we face. Yeah, that's a good thing, Daily Ride. I agree on that one. Although I'll counter with that, it's not what we agree on. It's like we all want this out here, but it's how we get there. And one side goes this way and one side goes this way, you know, but we all want, you know, we all want world peace, and we all want everybody happy and everybody have a full belly and a roof over their head. But how do we get there? That's the difference on it. So you have a good method though, man, because I got caught up in the deep weeds, this rabbit hole. And yeah, most people are afraid of the deeper truth going on right now. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, you know, you give somebody too much information and they just shut down. That's a lot of the problems too. They just shut down. All right. So Angstful, I still don't trust you. So I'm reading your comment before I read it out loud. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Everyone and everything is heavily influenced politically. It's always a choice on who will possibly serve the people the best. Yeah. Hey, I agree with you. Good. No more jokes. Can we agree on that? Angstful. I appreciate that. But yeah, I agree on that one. So Clay Dustin Dirt, truths are stranger than fiction. You know, a lot of times, Clay Dustin, you're right. There's a lot of stuff out. People like you could just tell somebody this is the way like factually happened, and they're like, no, that didn't happen. No, it's not. That's not true. That's too crazy. You know, there's a couple of things on Instagram I watch. It's like, you know, facts that are too, I forget the whole thing. Facts are, you know, too unbelievable to believe, but are true. And it's just about history and that kind of thing. So, following policy is equivalent to sleeping with a used car salesman. Yeah, Stuart. Yeah. I just bought a brand new car the other for my wife. If you ever follow my channel at all, I hit a deer a couple Saturdays ago. I was in North Texas, right outside Dallas. I nailed this deer, man. I was going 70 miles an hour. It bounced off, but totaled my car. So if you look at the Adventures from the Open Road, I did 9 days ago is when I did the whole story. Take a look at that one. It's only got 20 views, which is sad because I thought it was a good story on that one, but I nailed this deer. Absolutely crushed, killed it, bounced off me. Oh man, but my car was gone. So I was stuck in Dallas or outside Dallas for a couple extra days. I was traveling through, but take a look at that one and see as well. So, and I appreciate Tasty Fisher. I'll do the best I can. Stu, do you have a car for sale? I'm not sure. Yeah, not me. Like I said, my car was left in Texas when I lost it. That sucks. Left or right? Ivanki. Left. If I'm right, if that's what you're talking to me about it. Did you just fart? Nope, not me. Look up Yuri Bensman, KGB agent that warned us in the 80s that was happening right now would happen exactly. Huh. Hey, thanks, Stacey Fisher. I appreciate it. Andrew, welcome to the chat. Say hi. Hello. I'm Daily Riot, man. You're giving me my homework. I'm telling you right now. I got a list of stuff to do. So what's his name? Yuri? Bezmenov. KGB. Hopefully you're not. I trust you, Daily Riot. You're not spamming me on that one. So, all right, Lashara, great. Congratulations on that one. Andrew, hi, hello, good. No more trick jokes. You have my word. All right, Angstiful. I appreciate that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Then if I tell you that. So yeah, I mean, hey, listen, we all can joke, we all can have a good time, but you know what? I want to have a good conversation. That's all it is. So, thought maybe I heard an air horn. Yeah, okay. All right. I like men. Mashora, come on, whatever. We just talked about that. What's your personal controversial view? What's my personal controversial view? That's a good question. I'm not avoiding the question. I just don't know how controversial anything really is. We talk. Hell, I've been doing this for 66 minutes on this one chat. If you watch all the other videos, I try and tackle everything I possibly can. So, I don't know. There's a video on him. Oh, he's going too fast. Video to use him on YouTube. Tasty Fisher. Here's a big one. Booga Orb. MIT has scanned it recently. Very interesting research. Possibly alien tech or ancient world. Yeah, that's the other thing about Bigfoot and aliens and everything else, man. I think people aren't ready for that. So I appreciate the books behind me. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Mohammed, might be wrong with this take, but what's America all about now? Growing up, I only heard about the freedom and chance for everyone. Sayings like the American dream faded. Now it's just a whole mess. Mohammed, remind me where you're from. I want to say you're Yemen. You're the guy from Yemen? We talked to that. And I remember that from like 2 nights ago when we talked. My favorite Bible verse. I don't have one other than the usual stuff. I'm not a big openly religious guy. I have my prayers and my notes and my relationship with Jesus Christ, but I just don't have it for a public view, if that matters. So sorry to disappoint you, JB, but that's it. Mohammed, and don't take this the wrong way, but you being an outsider, and I'm saying that only because you don't live here, and you've said that, so don't say the wrong side of being an outsider. I mean it as a good way. I think a lot of people, and I hate to say this to an outsider, but when USA is the best country in the world, everybody wants to take you down. That's it. I mean, when you reach the mountaintop and you're the highest you could possibly do, everybody wants to tear you down. So if you say the American dream faded, it depends on who you look at, and it depends on who you're looking at, and it also depends on what that person is looking at as well. That's the difference. Are you looking at the blank wall, or are you looking at the skyline? What are you looking at? And that's a different thing. So anyway, what's up, Unknown? How do you have your prayer notes and not a favorite passage? How do you have prayer notes and not a favorite? I don't have prayer notes, so I can't help you on that one. Entitlement in the extreme. Ashamed to admit that I'm American. Okay, so Andrew, I hope this is legitimate because I'm going to read it out loud. America is for all for me, an entitlement in the extreme. I'm ashamed to admit that I'm American these days. You feel the same. In spite of this, America is still the best country. Yeah, I completely agree. And the great thing about America, if you don't like it, you can leave. That's a great thing. You can go somewhere else. That's fantastic. So Anstafol, America is still the best, but not as amazing it used to be, but still really good. Okay, cool. Agree with that. Agree to, well, yeah, I agree with that. JB seems suspect. I'm not sure what suspect that was. Just recite any Bible verse. Hey, JB, I'm not going to bow down to some whim because you're asking me for it. This is a live chat, and I'm trying to answer every question I possibly can. So if you want me to give you a Bible verse, John 3:16. Move on. There you go. Yes, you mean, yeah. So Muhammad, right. You man, I thought you was right. And I again started my previous mention by saying I might be wrong. Yeah, no, I don't think you're wrong. Yeah, I don't. Hey, Mohammed, actually, if I have to reread your question again, I don't think you were wrong about anything, but that's just what you've observed. So hearing what you have observed helps me out a lot, and pretty much everybody else looking at this whole thing too. Very cool. So it's very cool to do that. So, Mohammed, please, share. Mohammed, again, you and I went back and forth a couple times the other day. Some good information. So I definitely trust you and put it on there. So I know you're actually asking legitimate questions on there. JB, you just said I have my Bible and my prayer notes. I said that? No, I don't. All right. If I said that, I misspoke. So I don't know what to tell you. No shit. Yeah, no shame to say I'm American. Quite the opposite. Yep. Excellent answer. Thank you. Unknown. Thanks. When you end your stream, come over to mine and continue the chat. Okay, cool. Prosperity Lounge. Yeah, if you haven't seen Prosperity Lounge yet, I probably will be done here in a little bit. My battery's dying. I got to plug my battery in my phone. Yeah, you haven't seen Prosperity Lounge. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, and you're looking for that next level, definitely check out the Prosperity Lounge. Joey Ruffalo does a fantastic job. He's also on a radio too, talking all about different things, interviewing fantastic mentors and people like that. So appreciate that, Prosperity Lounge. I'll be there in a little bit. If you hate us, then leave. Agreed. Muhammad, you're awesome and welcome anytime. Yeah, exactly, Tasty Fisher. I 100% agree. Daily Right. Yeah, Prosperity's here. It's time to end the melting pot and assimilate what we have. We need not any more outside culture. We need to solidify that we are. I am not going to disagree with you on that one. Is it Levin Keeley? But yeah, I mean, that was the thing. The whole diversity is our strength. You want to talk about the controversial comment? Diversity is our strength. Well, you know what? I kind of disagree, because you wouldn't see a marriage that had two polar opposite people living together. It's not a thing. You want to make sure you're moving forward and doing the right stuff. Stuart, the American of old is not coming back. We must try to hang on to our values and principles in a new era. Yeah, but we're always going to go in a new era. But I agree with you where you're going at with. I rewound the live and watched you say you have a Bible and notes. So how do you have a Bible, notes in it, and don't have a favorite passage? All right. Well, again, JB, I apologize. I don't remember saying that. If I did, great. So anyway, Muhammad, I appreciate you. Thank you again. Yep. Matan, even for president. I don't know. I'm going to watch that prosperity thing, please. Yeah, there you go. Daily Right Sup. I'm live right now on my stream, but chatting. What are you doing, prosperity? You can't dip on that one. Come on there. Proverbs 3:5 and John 3:16. Cool. Agreed. Meritocracy is our strength. It's kind of the way to look at it. Imagine him actually being an American. Criticizing leadership of a country is not hating it. Agreed. Daily Right. Criticizing leadership of a country is not hating it. Agreed. In the beginning, it built us to what we are, but now we take in people that don't want to add, just want to tear down. It's a great point. I agree. Unknown, two voices trying to control me. The same person creates discipline, makes promises, agrees to walk the correct path. And the short whispers pull me back in old patterns, shameful actions. What do you think? What do I think? What do I think about that? I was thinking that should be on like a t-shirt or something. Beyond Unknown HU2QZ. You ever heard their story of the wolves? You ever heard that? You got two wolves and they're fighting for you. If you haven't looked, I think it's an old Native American Indian proverb or something. I could be completely wrong. I'm going off cuff, but there's two wolves and they're fighting back and forth. And of course the question is which wolf wins, and you tell the wolf that you feed. That's the one that wins. So to your point, Unknown, look up that story. But I think what you're saying there comes back to the whispers, pulling back to old patterns. So yeah. There's my thing on that. What about the female Jewish Mexican president of a Catholic country? Oh, Tasty Fisher. Hey, is El Rey still on here? He was from Mexico. That is interesting again, I'm national. I don't know international, but I did see the revolts and the revolution that's starting in Mexico because they don't have a Catholic leader. Forget the fact that she's female and all that. I think they've had female leaders before, but she's not Catholic in Mexico, and they're going nuts over that. So, again, not my wheelhouse, but Tasty Fisher, yeah, it's very interesting. Who just brought up Matan in this conversation? I forgot who it was. Unknown, I think you should talk to a priest. Tasty Fisher sounds like a recipe for disaster. Andrew, we had strength in the word no years ago. We had strength in the word no years ago. We lost that in the adult room, and I'm just talking politics, yeah. Tasty Fisher, he doesn't want to talk about anything that has to do with the Jews. Oh, there you go. Hey, good. El Ray, no, I'm not flagging any comments. Not me. I don't have any other moderators, so no. Nope, not me. And it's funny because you said that earlier that I didn't answer your question or something like that, and I didn't see it. I think it was you. Maybe it was somebody else, but no, I am not. Maybe YouTube is doing it, not me. I am not flagging anything. Either I just boot you from the whole chat, but I don't flag anything. So apologize. El Rey, being from Mexico on a totally related subject, what do you think about the new president of Mexico not being Catholic? That's a question. So, Baker, welcome to the chat. See you like Captain America. Do you own a shield? Do you have a sword? Katanas? I have no. I don't have a shield. I don't have a. You know, it's funny. Actually, I do have a katana. It's actually across the room. I totally forgot about it. It's just sitting up there. I forgot. It's been there so long. But anyway, I got that. I got like a barbarian sword. And one year I got the sword from 300 as well. The where do I have it? You know, I thought I had it around here somewhere. I don't know. Stupid shit you just get along the way, you know. But I'm a retired. I live in Mexico, but I'm a retired vet. Okay, well, hopefully you can still. She had 34 candidates. Wait, Daily Riot, man, you're always bringing the knowledge on this stuff. Really, you had 34 candidates? I mean, I'm assuming the Mexican president right now. That's crazy. Very tasty. Affects our country a lot. I'm not anti-Semitic, just pointing out facts. Mohammed, 0.64 chance for a Jewish to be president of Mexico and another whopping country like Argentina have a Jewish president. Wow. She ran unopposed. Well, of course she did when she did that. So we're the 300 outfit. Hold on a minute, I think. Oh, shit. You know what? Surprise. I actually do have it right here. That's the 300 sword. I forgot I had it like hanging around the corner over there. So yeah, I got this as like kind of I mean, it's legit though. It's an actual thing. So yeah, 300 Spartan swords. I bought them all bulk. Great swords. So yeah, I got this. I mean, it's legit. I don't know, what is it, 10 pounds? I don't know. It's heavy and it can actually do a bunch of damage. Let's put it that way. It's somewhat sharp. But yeah, I've had this for like 20 years. I got it like a birthday gift as kind of a semi-gag. Whenever 300 came out, the movie 300, whenever Gerald Butler came out, I got that. So anyway, funny stuff on there. You have two of them. I don't know what I'd do with you. I don't know what to do with one of them. So no, I don't. I can't even pronounce that word, Angstful. I don't even know what that is. So I assume that's the one in Greece, maybe. I don't know. It appears to be battle ready, not wall hanging peace, Andrew. Yeah. Well, if I had a battle to run to, that probably wouldn't be my first choice to go to. But hey, what kind of guns do I like, Tasty Fisher? You know what, Tasty Fisher? I'm going to be honest with you, buddy. I lost all my guns in a fishing boat accident that I had. They're all in the bottom of a lake. Don't know what happened to them. Forgot where it was too, for all that matter. So, okay. For 300 fought and died. Yeah. I wish I could pronounce that word. I forget. Yeah, that was a good one. I watched 300 and then the second, the follow-up too, on that one. But yeah, Tasty Fisher. So, yeah. Cheers to you too, Tasty Fisher. We don't ask for, it's one of those like Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. That's actually a decent drink, believe it or not. All right, guys, we're approaching 80 minutes on this chat. If you haven't already, I got 19 thumbs up. If we make that 20, that'd be cool. Keep those going. If you haven't liked or subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, which the end of the year is counting down. If a rogue pikeman breaks in, you will be ready. It's good, Andrew. I really like that stuff too. Yeah, if a random rogue pikeman came in, yeah, so Thermopylae, thank you. Actually, Angstful, Thermopylae, I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate that very much. That would be cool, to see all that stuff. Crazy that, again, and go back to that thing we talked about earlier about things that actually happen that sound crazy. That, I'd say that's a category of it. 1911 fan, yeah. I'm not going to say I have a few 1911s, but I do. With the size of my hands, the 1911 fits right into it perfectly. So I'm agreeing with you. 1911 is a good one. Best swords I've ever seen in Norway. I went there with a friend, and you see all sorts of them. Viking swords are elite. Yeah, probably. And it's my cue. Jordan is better than Braun. Oh, man, completely changed the subject. Yes, let's talk NBA. Jordan, I mean, God, that's the funny thing about it. I mean, you could make the argument that Jordan and Kobe, which, here's my Kobe. I actually have multiple stuff about him. Kobe was my second favorite player behind Magic Johnson. So just for the record on that one. But anyway, that's like the UK years ago. We have Rangers, Protestant. We have Catholic, Celtic. The Rangers not empty. Employ a Catholic football baller in the Shiv fan. Okay. Rip Mamba. Exactly, Mohammed. You guys are going quick. Braun couldn't handle the rough playing. Oh, 100% angstful. 100%, man. You see that stuff whenever he gets bumped, the top of the head, he cries, he flops on the ground. He's freaking ridiculous. You watch the old, Bill Laimbeer, the other Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars and stuff. They beat the crap out of Larry Bird, and you got even Robert Parrish, man. That guy, he was quiet, the chief. But, man, he come in there with elbows and stuff and just lay people out. God, Charles Oakley from the Knicks. I mean, Dennis Rodman in his early days. There's no way that LeBron couldn't handle that at all. Couldn't take it all. Oh, edits by Q. Hot take, Kevin Durant, the greatest scorer of all times. Okay, Markel Fultz Davis. I don't know who that is. But, greatest scorer of all time, Kevin Durant. I'm not going to Kevin Durant in the final 30 seconds of a game. I'm going Mamba all day. Going Kobe. You got 30 seconds, you're down by 2. I'm going Kobe. That's it. I don't care. I'd go to Kobe over Jordan. I would do best player. I'm still saying is Jordan, but if the crunch time, 5 seconds to go, I'm going Kobe. I'm going Kobe. He doesn't care. He just bring his shirt out. He bite his shirt, and next thing you know, they score, and it's done. But he's bald. They're all bald. Hell, I'm going receding hairline. That doesn't matter at all. I was in Chicago when the Bulls won the three-peat. The whole West Side rioted. Lots of fires there. I saw it. The stadium was on the West Side. I worked there. Yeah, well, yeah. When did they three-peat? That was 90s, right? I'm like 98. I'm trying to think. Because Kobe won it 2000, 2001. What years were those, B. Baker? I can't remember. I got to remember that. I should know that. I forget. But anyway, back to the point. LeBron couldn't handle it back in the day. LeBron's just got longevity on him. He's just been playing for too long. He's a great player. He's 6'9", 240 pounds of absolute athletic mass, but he doesn't know how to win. I mean, how many times has he been star-studded team? Look at the teams that Jordan brought. I mean, Pippen was an elite player, maybe top 100, but LeBron was on the same team with Wade, Chris Bosh from Miami, and they couldn't get it done all of the time, which he should have. He's been on the Lakers. He's back and forth. I don't know. I'm getting way off topic, but I don't think that it'll come down to it. And that'll be the argument they always have. But again, who wears what shoes? That's what you got to look at too. Who wears what shoes? Does everybody still wear Jordans, or are they wearing LeBrons? Jordan's still probably, I think, by memory, it's still the most popular shoe out there. Muhammad, it's not right or fair to compare two players from different eras because many factors differ. I agree. Better way is good, great, dominant was the player relative. If Kyrie and Ray Allen didn't make those clutch threes, and he would have been 2-8 in the finals. That is by Q, exactly. So, Muhammad, to your point, I agree with you. But the funny thing is, that's what sports does. And we can talk about sports because you know what? Everyone knows. It's like the weather. No one will ever be right. No one will ever know what's going on. How tall am I? I'm about 6'4", or at least I was. I'm probably like 6'3". I've shrunk a little bit. So about 6'4", 270 pounds. Does that help? There you go. Be honest with you on that one. So there you go, B. Baker. Jordan and Kobe would have been in the 300. LeBron would have ran away. Oh yeah, right. Angstful. That's funny. Bring it back to 300 comment. That's good. I'm old enough to remember Sir Hoops a lot. Stuart, I want to say I know who Sir Hoops a lot is. I don't know. I forgot who that was. And who was it? It was Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon that were Phi Gamma Slamma or something like that. The fraternity, they made up. So anyway, that was pretty funny. But Anyway, hey, we're approaching 80 to 85 minutes. If you're just joining my chat for the first time, please hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, and subscribe. I am working my way up to 500 for the year, and I'm running out of time in the year. So I'm begging you, please hit that subscribe button, at least for the next 2 days, just to stay on here. Akeem, the dream, exactly. Angstafel, his footwork, man, I tell you, when I played, the footwork was the key thing, and I knew it, and I always studied it. And I like he was a coach for a long time, too. I don't know if he still is a coach, but him and Patrick Ewing won a ring as a coach. I forget what team it was. It might have even been Miami, but I don't know. Yeah, getting out of my realm there, but they were, they're obviously the Dream won the back-to-back ones, but yeah, fun stuff on that one. So anyway, Sir Hoops-A-Lot though. Who is that? Who is Sir Hoops-A-Lot? I'm gonna look that up. All right, so when you type in, okay, for the record there, whoever Stuart said Sir Hoops-A-Lot, when you Google Sir Hoops-A-Lot, Sir Poops-A-Lot comes up. So thanks for that. That's in my feed now. I'm going to close that. The Dream hot take: if Jordan didn't retire for 2 years, he would have won 8 finals. Yeah. If I watched the Jordan thing, whatever you call that one, about it, and about his father and the gambling and everything else, that's crazy. I don't know when that'll ever come out. Harlem Globetrotters in their prime, the one with the Metal Lark Lemon in it. I saw them in the 70s. Damn, Baker. All right. Yeah, I was born in 78. The Scream, back in the days, the Scream team to the late. I remember if you meant the Dream team in 92, I agree 100% with that one. Scotty, welcome back. Where you been all night? But boxing, what's your true opinions? Jake Paul as a boxer and Logan as a wrestler. I'm not being nasty, just interested in American opinions. Pistol Pete was ahead of his time. Yeah, and Pistol Pete didn't really he was a great player, but didn't have success. That's the interesting thing. Boxing, I'm not a big boxing fan overall. I watch a boxing match, no problem. I just don't follow it. It just changes too often. I think the Paul brothers, wrestling is one thing. Come on. Wrestling is one thing. You got 2 big alpha males that just want to show how big of an alpha male they are. And I'm glad. You know what? They're more of a man than I am. I've had my fights. I did my martial arts for a couple of years, actually maybe about 18 years. I did martial arts, got my share of it, punches and hits. But I ain't boxing. Let's put it that way. I had a lot of opportunities to do that, but I didn't. And so hats off to them. So regardless of what they're doing, WWE is a little different area, but I did that for 2.5 years too. I wrestled for 2.5 years, WWE style, but we're getting way off topic anyway. Being American. Okay, so hopefully that answered about that one. Yeah, but boxing, yeah. I love the sweet science and all that stuff. Yeah, you live inside your own bubble when it comes to things worldwide. Jordan is more popular, appreciated, considering people are unbiased. Yeah, exactly. Mohammed, you were part of that conversation about football, right? Soccer. I think the other day where you said Americans are crazy because Ronaldo and Messi were so popular. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. How about Jerry West? Oh yeah, they did a good job with the thing about Magic Johnson, the one about the Lakers. That I don't know, it was like John C. Reilly was in it, and they did that thing about the Lakers coming up and everything. They did a good job with Jerry West being as not dominant but competitive as he was. They did a good job showing that one. So that was interesting. Could you dunk back in the day? Oh hell yeah, I could. Oh, I could easily dunk. I was actually a high jumper in track too, so I jumped 6'7". Come on, guys. I actually jumped 6'7" in high school. I graduated high school in 1996. I went to a small school in southern New Hampshire. I actually still have 2 school records in high jump for 6'7". So yeah, I could dunk like nothing. That was easy. Of course, I was 80 pounds lighter than I am now. I'm 270 now. I was probably like 190. And I was the left offensive tackle and the defensive end too, as well, in the football team. But anyway, baseball cards from the early to mid 70s. Yeah, I agree. I have my basketball cards from the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. So yes. Oh, hey, Baker. Yeah, I got those cards. I got football and basketball. I never collected baseball. Never collected hockey. That was it. Topic. There's no clue what all. All right, Scotty. Hey, buddy. Scotty, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. I know you did that. So anyway, yeah, good to see you. Scotty, I'll be on here tomorrow. So we'll check in later. I don't know what time it is there. I know you're overseas. So anyway, take care, buddy. Have a good evening. Yeah, I still got them in a box upstairs. Hey, YouTube post, hello Stanley, welcome to the chat. Hey, we're approaching 90 minutes, guys. If you haven't already hit that like button, please subscribe. Please go to the channel. Watch the videos, put them on playlist. I'm at 464. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year. But man, I'm telling you right now, I would love to have that. So I don't follow basketball much, but when I got a bit into it, I started watching highlights. And one who stood out for me was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Agreed. Lou Alcindor, fantastic player. But do I have a Bible behind me? I have probably multiple Bibles. I had a whole shelf of Bibles. I move it around periodically, so sometimes I get lost, but I do have it somewhere in there. But yeah, I got a bunch of Bibles in there. Anyway, guys, you know what? I am getting to the end. We've been doing this for 90 minutes, hour and a half. God bless you. Thank you, Locomotion. Appreciate it. Please subscribe and like. I do appreciate that very much. God bless you too. My favorite is always baseball, but they ruined it by closing down the stateside farm teams. Yeah. Am I going to hell? I have no idea if you're going to hell. Watch yourself. You can always be blessed for that matter. Yeah, thanks to the little zeros. Thank you. I just got that actually for Christmas. So anyway, guys, we're kind of getting new people on here. I appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year. I do got to run. We've been doing this for an hour and a half now. I'm exhausted. I'm out of whiskey and just out of voice. So, and my battery's about to die on my phone, to be completely honest with you. So guys, please like and subscribe, hit some videos. I'll be back on tomorrow as well. And enjoy the new year if I don't talk to you, but God bless you all. And see you as the Diddy victim. I thought we were cool, Instaful. I thought we were fun. Anyway, yeah, God bless Muhammad. I appreciate it, Muhammad. You take care. I will enjoy the trash can. That's the drink that I'm other drinking. So, all right, you guys. Tasty Fisher, I said goodbye. We'll talk to you all later. And as always, that's the truth.